right, welcome back everybody to another episode. My name's Emery Wolf. Joining me is
Nick Lamb.
he's really milking that, really putting that in, and we are just two camera guys, a show where we're going to talk all things camera. Today, another mini episode I think we're going to do. We're having a little fun. We actually have Nick's daughter on with us today.
Hi.
Hi, Ruth. She runs her own YouTube channel called Ruth Loves, where she does all sorts of different things. And it's finally two lambs against one wolf. So I think they have a better odds in this episode.
Yeah. So Ruth, why don't you just tell us a bit about your channel? Why did you even start your channel up?
I started my channel because, well, I really like to make videos for fun, and I wanted to start my own YouTube channel.
Where do your ideas come from? Like, what makes you think, oh, I should make a video about this?
Normally, just everyday stuff. Like, I've got a little cooking channel. I've got channels for my stuffies, my pets.
Now, I noticed that you get this really good. You actually give me tips and stuff. What are your? I believe you've got 5 tips to being on camera. What are your 5 tips?
So, look at the camera. Ask if you're stumped for what to film, and be excited. Being excited is really good, and don't take Chillin' with Kippery's idea of just taking a video on who can sleep the most.
It's not a good idea, is it?
Yeah, I think that's just good advice right there.
Yeah.
Does your dad show enough excitement in our show, Ruth?
Tell the truth.
I don't really know. No.
No. Yeah.
Just no. You need to be more excited, and you need the intro to be more short.
Oh, that's good advice,
It seems
too.
like it's going to be the entire thing of music with the logo.
So we need to shorten that a bit.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we need to make the whole thing better. Yeah, what other advice would you have for your dad and I to make our show better? What other things could we do?
You could talk about camera tips and how to get your channel going on a good start.
So what are your tips? You've actually got a really good tip for this. When you hold the camera, how do you like to hold it?
I like to hold it like this and keep my arm down and make sure it's kind of like this so it doesn't look like I'm actually holding the camera. Because if you go like this, you can see your arm, and it's not really the best.
It actually looks good, because I was doing one and I had my arm way out, and then I looked at how she was doing hers, and it's like, it really does look a lot better.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's funny. That's probably how I mess up my selfies all the time. I always get my daughter to do them too.
So when you, right now you've got a lot of different playlists. Is that just because you how come you've got so many different playlists on the go right now?
If you have a lot of channels, it's way more harder, but if you have playlists instead, it's way easier.
Is that easier? Like, it would be hard to maintain all of those channels. So you just have one channel and then a bunch of playlists in it. Is that what you're?
Yep.
So do you film all of your stuff by yourself, or do you get people to help you out?
On my first one, you filmed it. On my How to Draw a Wolf, you filmed that one. You also did that on my How to Draw a Lamb one.
That's hilarious that those are the ones that you how to draw.
That is funny. But yeah, you've even edited some of your own, so you'll film all your stuff, edit all your stuff.
On Climb's Adventure, I edited that one.
What do you edit on, Ruth?
Normally this. That I'm...
Computer?
Yeah.
On a computer, not an iPad or anything?
No.
Do you know what program you use to edit?
I'm not exactly sure
Do you know,
what
Nick?
it is.
She edits in Adobe Premiere.
Yeah.
At 8 years old, you're editing in Adobe Premiere.
Yes.
You're basically a pro.
Well, your camera's great because it's got what is that? The built-in image stabilization. Yeah, show
so
your
I've
camera
got
off.
a screen right here and a screen right here, and I can flip each screen while I'm filming. So right here, this screen's on. Yep, filming this car driving by. And then if I go over here and I press this button, it flips to this side.
So is that the only camera you end up using, Ruth, for your show?
Normally, yep. On my just for fun things I did before my channel, I used a different kind of camera, but then I got this one, and I really like this one. Great.
So why did you want to start a YouTube channel? Was it because you were watching a lot of YouTube stuff and you just thought I could do it, or?
So it was basically from watching YouTube and doing a lot of for fun videos. I can't exactly remember the reason why, but I think that's the reason why.
And how long have you been doing it?
Since I was 5.
Holy smokes. And
Yeah.
is it something that you really enjoy? Like, is it something you're going to continue doing? Like, you've already been doing it 3 years. Are you going to be doing it when you're as old as your dad?
I'm planning so. I think so.
I'm surprised we didn't hear your wife in the background, Nick, just go, oh.
Yeah. I don't think she can hear. She's got the headphones. So no, Janice's family has actors and stuff in it, so it makes sense that Ruth's easily comfortable on the camera.
Yeah.
How come you're so comfortable on camera, Ruth?
Because, so the funny thing is, last year, I didn't talk at school at all for the whole half a year, but now I'm the only one in my class that does attendance, which is when it's attendance, I do a dance. And everybody else is so incredibly afraid of it. And I'm also one of the only people who has a YouTube channel in my class.
So attendance, that's like, so they're taking attendance and you go up in front of the class and dance? Is that what
Yeah.
happens?
Yeah. And I sing in 10 dance, do. Yeah.
How's this not like one of the cameras at the Pats games and stuff, eh, Nick? The
Yeah.
Dance?
That is actually pretty good, the attendance.
Yeah. So has doing YouTube videos kind of helped you, do you feel like, in that regards?
Yeah, technically.
And it just makes you more comfortable with everything that you do?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, doing this and being constantly using videos and being more open on video, that's helped you out with friends at school and things like that as well.
Mm-hmm.
How has that helped you with friends?
Um,
Like you mentioned before that you sit down and watch all your videos with your friends.
yeah. At
Yeah.
lunch, we sometimes watch them if I have any new videos or something.
And do you just watch them on your phone, or do you guys sit around and huddle around a computer or something, or what do you do?
We watch it on the projector.
So like a teacher hooks it up for you and lets you guys play it.
Mm-hmm.
That's still pretty impressive at 8 years old. The projector's hooked up and watching YouTube videos at noon.
Yeah, that's cool.
I was barely functionable to watch the Flintstones at noon. So
Yeah, I don't think I could have. If the only channel that I would have ever had would have been, I would have set up a camera and it just would have been watching me play hockey. That would have been the whole.
So Ruth, I kind of talked about it before. You probably don't know what the Flintstones are, do you?
Nah.
So back when your dad and I grew up, over lunch hour, I'm assuming it was like CTV or something, always played the Flintstones over noon hours. And we would go into our lunchroom and everyone would sit down and eat their lunch, and they would have a TV in the lunchroom, and we would watch the Flintstones off of TV. So now what you're doing is watching YouTube, which isn't TV, and you're using a projector, which is fancier than a TV,
Yeah.
and you're actually making the content you're watching. How come you think things have changed that much? Like, you seem way more advanced than me and your dad.
Oh yeah. I don't really know why. New inventions
Yeah.
makes new life.
Has your dad ever talked about the past like that, so that you knew there was a difference? Like, there was a time where we didn't have YouTube.
Mhm.
Can you imagine what it was like without YouTube?
Sure can. I just go outside the rink and skate a lot. And when it was spring, I would just go on my scooter and scooter a lot, because those are my two outdoor hobbies that I love.
Is it important to have hobbies like that?
Yes. You need to get outside and do something eventually.
It just can't all be YouTube.
Yeah.
Love it. Awesome. Do you have any last advice that you want to give us, Ruth? Or any tips for somebody that's maybe just starting out with a channel?
So for starting out for a channel, you want to be like, welcome to the first ever episode. Because I don't know why, but it makes sense. And if you label your episodes, it can get a bit tiring, because then you're like, episode 195.
Yeah.
Once you get a lot of episodes, can be
I
kind
don't
of
know
tough
if
to
you
keep track.
Yeah, I don't know if you noticed, but I stopped doing that. I did welcome to our first episode, and then I said welcome to our second episode, and then by the third episode, I was like, this is done.
Yeah.
I've lost count already at 3. That's as high as I can count, Ruth.
Yeah. One other thing that so Ruth, you do this so well on your channel. Your introductions and your goodbyes.
Mm-hmm.
Did you want to give us one of your how you'd say goodbye to your channel for an episode?
I'd be like, see you next time. Bye.
Oh, and doing the little camera thing.
Mm-hmm.
We could probably learn something from that, Nick. 'Cause
Yeah.
we never do a camera thing.
We don't. Yeah, she does the transitions pretty good, where she'll do that and then
Come back in.
come back in from that.
So how would you introduce your show, Ruth?
I'd be like, hey guys, this is Ruth Loves, and today we are going to be doing blah, 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 blah. Or if it's a playlist, I'll go get my stuffy voice on, and I'll be like, so hey guys, welcome to Actually Emmy Loves.
It's awesome.
So I kind of want to have like an intro off here. I want to pit lamb against lamb and see who does a better intro.
Ooh.
Nick, do you maybe want to start and
Sure.
do an intro for the show? And then Ruth, once he's done, you can show your dad how it's done.
Okay, yeah, we'll get some tips. So, be like, hello, welcome back to Just Two Camera Guys. I'm Nick. Beside me to my left is
Amory, sorry, I missed my cue there.
And together we are Just Two Camera Guys.
I would do it. Hey guys. Hey guys, welcome back to Just Two Camera Guys, where we do a lot of things. Grab a camera.
I actually,
Oh.
Nice.
you talked about shortening our intro video. I think that's what it is now, is camera, pow.
Camera.
That's awesome.
So, hey guys, welcome back to Just Two Camera Guys. Yeah.
I like your energy.
Yeah. It must be nice to be so young and have so much energy, eh, Nick?
Yeah.
Ruth, do you have like any other pointers that you could give your dad and I? Like, do we need to do something better with our cameras or anything? Or are we doing okay?
You're doing fine, but I normally take the camera with me and I go show a whole bunch of stuff. but yours is a different channel where you just talk about cameras. So I think it's good if it just focuses on you and all your camera gear.
I actually think that's a good criticism, Nick. We've talked about doing more things like and going out with stuff, and there's the answer right there. The youth are looking for it. So
Yeah. More actual practical tips and stuff like that. More showing different things.
Wait, Dad,
Mm-hmm.
did you show the Just Do Camera Guys merch model penguin that I made?
Oh, I put it on our Facebook, but I've got it on the wall here. I'll get it down.
oh yeah.
So good. I'll
Just Two Camera Guys
can
panda
you see
merch.
that? Is it
It's
showing
so
up?
cute.
We should, Emery, we should take a picture. I'll send you a picture of this. We should put it in our YouTube banner. Like on the very far corner or something of it. I think
Yeah,
that'd
I'm
look
game with
cool.
that.
And then
It's
the
a penguin
merch.
with a camera.
I know we talked about it before, Ruth, but your following, how you have quite a few followers as well, don't you?
Yeah,
How many do you have?
I have. Can I go check?
Well,
Yeah.
just a rough guess is good enough.
I think it was something like. The last time I checked, it was 72.
Yeah, I think you
Yeah.
have 75. Because it's on my
75.
thing.
That's quite a bit better than what we're doing right now.
Yeah. It might be because I'm a kid and they're just subscribing because they want to be nice.
Maybe.
Or it's just because I'm more excited.
You are. You make good
And I-
stuff.
Have way more different stuff of videos. So if people like pool videos where they just see people in pools swimming around, then I really, really want to make that. And I could have that. And if people want to do stuffies, I've got a stuffy playlist. If people want cooking, I've got a cooking playlist. And if people want traveling, I've got a traveling playlist where I went to Amsterdam, Bruges, blah, 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 to get to Paris.
Holy smokes.
And I've got a Ruth Loves Vancouver one.
How did you come up with the name for your channel?
Oh, and if people like pet videos, they can do on my Rat versus Ruth. And how I came up with the name of my channel? So, well, Dad actually came up with the name of my channel. Well, he got me inspired, so he was like, why don't you do what Ruth loves? And I was like, it's not too bad. I think of something else. And then I was like, I actually think I do want Ruth loves. I checked if anybody else channels Ruth loves. I was all good to go. So I got my channel going, Ruth loves. Got everything going, Ruth loves. It's great.
Awesome.
Yeah, perfect. Well, I do think that's probably good. Thanks for joining us, Ruth. It was fun today. It was a good little change of pace for us for sure.
Yeah, that's awesome. Thank you, Ruth.
Yeah.
We'll see ya.
Yeah, we'll talk to you again, hopefully, Ruth. Well, Nick, that was fun.
That was fun.
Ruth's
Hopefully
a
it
gem.
wasn't
She's a
just
good
fun
kid.
for me. You know,
No, I think it's pretty cute, pretty funny. And actually, realistically, I think we learned some important things. One, for YouTube particular, it's important to have energy. Like I think anyone can take that away as a thing. I actually think another great point she put up is doing different things, being diverse about what you're doing. Like currently we are not diverse in what we're doing. We're doing
No, we do the same
over
thing.
and over. I mean, we're a little bit bound to that because of COVID. It's a little tough to get out and actually do something, but
it would be
eventually
fun to
we'll-
get out eventually and do.
Yeah, and I think we will, right?
Yeah.
So, anyways, I think those are great points, and from an 8-year-old.
Yeah.
how-
Honestly, the one where when you look at it, next time you take a selfie, stick your hand way out and then pull your elbow in so you don't get your hand in the shot. Shocking the difference that it makes.
Yeah. With the amount of selfies I take, I'm going to forget that by the next time I take one.
But just two camera guys because it's on location or something.
Well,
come
yeah,
in handy.
maybe in the hub, right?
Yeah.
Might have to do some stuff with that. The other thing too, I find it kind of interesting. Like I was talking about that change from how we grew up compared to what she does, and just like the idea that entertainment is changing, and she's just really a part of that, right? Like so, if I complain about stuff like vertical video, but I
Hmm.
think that just means I'm an old man and I'm like, get off my lawn. That's my version of get off my lawn.
But it is, yeah. It's weird. I never even thought of it till you mentioned it. But it's like they'll be sharing stuff that they've made, like at their class, and watching it. Like that's interesting. It's kind of cool.
It's really not much different than what we're doing. I was actually looking at our Facebook followers today, and like I got like super pumped about it because our last three Facebook followers are people that are not our friends. Like I don't know who they are.
Well, I know the
And
one. The one is a friend, but um, there's
so
some that I didn't recognize.
yeah, but I mean ultimately that's how you start out, right? You start sharing
Yeah,
with your friends and then they share with their friends and it just sort of blooms out from there.
yeah, yeah. I
Um,
think I think you're right. Once we do get out there, we'll be able to come up with some interesting stuff, and showing different camera people at their jobs will be fascinating. The difference, like the camera operators for sports, the actually get in and doing an episode at the Rod Peterson show, following around a photographer for a little bit, showing a videographer, showing, like there's so many different jobs out there with video and photos that a little bit behind the scenes with us kind of hanging out might be fun.
yep, for sure. What do you think of like that placement of your daughter right now? Does she seem light years ahead of us?
Um, well, it depends on what it is, because like she has the acting gene that I don't have, and she can flip it on and off. It's weird. It's kind of cool to see when it's on camera. With that, yeah, but that is almost more genetic, I think, in a way. So I'm not sure that it doesn't come from me.
I'm 90% sure at 8 years old I wasn't, the thought of making TV wasn't a thing. Like I loved those old NFB cartoons that they had on, like the Log Drivers Waltz was like one of my top all-time favorite
Yeah,
things. But I never had a thought like, hey, I could make that.
yeah. Well, it's kind of cool. Like, so we did. I don't know if you, yeah, you did see it. You even comment. Ruth and I did like this B-roll challenge, and just seeing where she's at framing up shots already, and the shots that she got. Um, I could probably, and I should have did this actually. Now that I think about it, if I put the two shots side by side, you probably wouldn't. The average person wouldn't be able to go, oh yeah, the professional shot this one, and an 8-year-old shot that one. Like they look pretty good.
Um, Honestly, here was the difference for me. And well, part of the issue is that she's using like the best equipment in the world to do it, right? So
It
that helps
helps, yeah,
out. Um, but the difference was you added one element into every shot that she didn't. So all hers were still shots. Yours all added motion in, which does that make it better? I don't know.
yeah. And part of it is that camera is just so big. Like she couldn't really. There was a lot going on for her to be able to do that physically and stuff. So
Yeah, for sure. And when she's doing her show on the action cam, she's moving all the time.
yeah,
So,
and getting used to it's weird because like she'll watch it back and just be like, oh, I cut off the head there, like picking up those little things of like, oh, okay, I gotta adjust my framing for next time.
yeah. What about like editing, man? That kind of blows my mind that she's
Well,
editing on Premiere.
well, the editing is hard, and that's where part of it is I need to get better at showing her that, because it is very time intensive to for her to edit a project on her own, because questions come to me and all that, where it's like I need to let her edit more stuff on her own, because right now I'll edit most of her stuff because it takes 1/40th of the time.
Yeah, but like, man, like you think about how complicated of a program like Premiere Pro is. When I was 8, I'm pretty sure that's when we got like the Mac 2s at the school. The blinky green
Yeah,
dot thing, and you had to like put in those command codes to make things happen. Like it was so barbaric compared to
yeah.
Premiere.
Well, you can teach, yeah. So like right now, she would know. She might have forgotten it because it's been a little bit since she edited her last. But the C and V, the cut, click, V, tool, C, cut.
So she's using
V.
short keys already.
Yeah, I guess.
I didn't learn that till I was 35. No, it's good, and yeah, she really is. Like I said, I think she's light years ahead of our knowledge. We're like
Yeah.
we're 40 almost, Nick, and we're doing this. We're learning kind of the things she already knows.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah. One last thing before we go, Nick. Those videos you do with your daughter.
Mhm.
It's like it's. I think it helps because I know you, but it's one of my favorite things to actually watch on YouTube. Like I won't go out and like try to find things other than like information on YouTube. But as far as entertainment goes, watching that, it's kind of nice to see that relationship between father and daughter. And I think father and son too, or however the situation works out for someone. But I think when you guys get older, looking back at some of those things, they're going to be some pretty precious memories for you guys.
Yeah. No, you're right. Thank you. Yeah. That's awesome.
And yeah, and I mean, hey, it's fun for the rest of us to watch. I'm pretty sure. Actually, do they do like better than your other videos?
Well, my channel, I need to put in a lot more consistency into actually releasing videos and growing it. But they, like for me, yeah, they do. They get some viewers, I guess. I don't know. But you're right. Like with those, it's more about the. Hold on, my headphones came. Making them for us, and then it's just sharing it as well. So
I think that's a good lesson for people too. Like if you can make stuff for yourself, you automatically have like more emotion there. You have a better story because your instinct to know it is so good, and it really comes out in video and it shows all the time. So that would be something or an advice I would give people all the time is work with what you know, and make sure work within feelings. Sounds kind of flaky, but that's ultimately what you're trying to recreate, right?
yeah. No, you're right.
Cool. Anyways, again, our mini episode's not that many. But I think we should wrap it up there. And yeah, thanks everyone for joining us, and have a great day.
I'll see ya. Bye.
There she is.
Yep. I need to change my thing.
This is the best, watching Ruth actually make her own settings work and stuff.
Yeah.
That's
awesome. Let us know when you're dialed in there, Ruthie.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
There's
cool.
a fish tank. Wait.
I know what she's doing. Turning on the light for the fish tank.
I'm planning on doing something with my fish.
Like for a
Why
video.
does that duckweed always fall? It's so annoying.
You sound like your dad. So I'll probably do like a little introduction of you, and then you know what? I'm hoping your dad's got the first question planned.
Oh yeah.
Have you ever seen your dad play hockey, Ruth?
Nope. Other than when we go to the outdoor rink.
And is he any good?
Yep. I'm actually learning how from him. Well, I'm learning how to play toss with a puck. We don't really have a puck, so we just used a old sanitizer holder.
Yeah, good for you. Ruth, do you think it's important for some old guys like your dad and I to listen to something that you would say during this? Because ultimately we probably tried to make stuff for you to watch and like. It was a complicated question.
It was. Ruth, if Mom's got to do anything, just the garage door is unlocked. You can come on out, read a book, bring an iPad. We're gonna do a couple more interviews with some other people.
Okay.
But just come on out here if Mom needs to get stuff done.
Bye.
Bye. Thanks for joining us.
See you next time. Bye.